You ever walk into a place and instantly feel like it doesn't want you there? Before we get deep into the story, please let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Hit subscribe if you're hooked in and ready to enjoy this story, because tomorrow I have another beautiful story to share with you, and I don't want you to miss it for anything. Now let's get into the story. Like the air is heavier, the streets move differently, and the whole city is watching you, waiting to see whether you'll break or rise. That's what happened to Marcus Hale. He came here looking for a chance, a fresh start, a better life. But the city he stepped into wasn't built for new beginnings. It wasn't built for hope. This city was built to test people, to push them, crush them, and see who still stands when the dust settles. And Marcus? He was about to learn that survival isn't about strength. It's about refusing to bow to darkness, even when darkness tries to own you. Marcus stepped off the bus with nothing but a suitcase, a few bills, and a stubborn belief that things would get better. But the moment he took that first breath of the city's air, reality slapped him hard. The air smelled like smoke and metal. People didn't make eye contact. They moved fast, like life was chasing them. Skyscrapers leaned over the streets like giants studying him, and every footstep echoed in a way that made him feel small. But Marcus didn't give up. He walked 6 blocks to a building with a rusted sign that read, Dawson Heights. He tells himself, it's temporary, just until I get on my feet. Funny how life never sticks to temporary. Inside, he met Mr. Dawson, the landlord. Thick neck, cold eyes, voice like gravel scraping metal. Dawson didn't welcome him, didn't even pretend. He just grabbed the rent and said, 3rd floor, mind your business. At that moment, Marcus felt something, a warning, a tension. A quiet voice said, be careful. He ignored it. We all ignore the first warning. The hallway smelled like wet carpet and forgotten stories. As Marcus reached his door, a woman stepped out across the hall. Lena, slim, nervous. Eyes were always shifting, like she was checking the shadows for something. She whispered, you're new here. Be careful, Dawson doesn't like noise. Marcus laughed it off. He didn't know yet that fear makes people whisper. He would learn. Marcus got a warehouse job. Long hours, low pay, no real future. But it was something. One day he told his coworker Jared where he lived. Jared stared at him like he had just admitted to sleeping in a lion's den. Dawson Heights? People disappear there, man. Marcus smirked, brushing it off. Because sometimes denial feels safer than truth. But that night, walking home, he noticed something. A man behind him, black hoodie, matching every step. Marcus sped up. So did he. But when Marcus finally turned, the man vanished into darkness like he was never real. That's when he felt it for the first time. He wasn't just living in a bad building, he was being watched. Around midnight, Marcus heard soft crying. Lena. He stepped into the hallway and saw her wiping tears with a shaky hand. A bruise on her arm. He whispered, are you okay? But she froze, terrified. Please, don't get involved. She shut her door quickly, not to keep Marcus out, but to keep something else from getting in. That's when Marcus realized the building wasn't unsafe because of bad luck. It was unsafe because someone wanted it that way. Marcus couldn't sleep. He heard heavy footsteps and soft knocking outside Lena's door. 3 men, thick jackets, no emotion. One said, payment, tomorrow. Just those 2 words told Marcus everything. This building wasn't just poor, it was controlled, managed, owned by the kind of people who believe fear is a business, and business was good. A few nights later, Marcus got jumped on his way home. 2 men beat him down, stole his wallet, his phone, and his jacket. But the worst part wasn't the robbery, it was the police station. When he said he lived in Dawson Heights, the officers exchanged a look and shut the report book. Walk safer next time. That's when Marcus realized, if help wasn't coming, then survival was on him. One stormy night, a scream shattered the silence. Lena. Marcus ran to her apartment. The door cracked open. Inside, dark, wrecked, empty. Then he found the back room. Cameras, wires, hard drives, cash, photos of every tenant, a live feed showing his apartment. Someone had been watching him since he moved in. His stomach dropped. This wasn't a home. It was a trap. Marcus sprinted back to his place. Door unlocked. Drawers open. His suitcase flipped. His birth certificate. Gone. On his mirror. Stop looking. Some messages aren't threats. They're promises. Dawson summoned him the next morning. Marcus stepped inside. Two men blocked the exit. Dawson leaned forward, voice low. Curiosity is dangerous in my building. Some answers will end you. Don't open doors that aren't yours. It wasn't advice. It was ownership. Marcus walked out shaking, but for the first time, anger was stronger than fear. Sometimes the moment your life turns around is the moment you finally say, enough. Marcus tried to leave the city, bus ticket flagged, bank account frozen, a black car watching the building. Every escape closed. He wasn't a tenant. He was property. Marcus confronted Lena again. She resisted, cried, then finally whispered the truth. Dawson owns everything here. The police, the streets, the people upstairs. We're not living. We're surviving. She gave Marcus a flash drive. Evidence. Everything he needed to hit back. Marcus walked to an internet cafe, hands shaking. He plugged in the drive. He saw everything. Bribes, extortion, surveillance logs, missing person lists, names of dirty officers, accounts and transfers. He didn't think. He didn't hesitate. He uploaded it all. Every file, every secret, every lie. Sometimes courage is just doing the right thing before fear catches up. By dawn, the city exploded. News trucks, real police, investigators. Dawson Heights got raided from top to bottom. Dawson fought, screamed, denied, but they dragged him out in cuffs anyway. Some of his men ran, some were arrested, some disappeared like smoke. Lena? Gone. Free. Marcus hoped so. As the sun rose, Marcus walked down the street. Same city, same sirens, same cold air. But Marcus wasn't the same. He didn't come here to save anyone. He didn't come to fight corruption. He didn't come to be a hero. He came here just to survive. But survival has a funny way of turning ordinary people into warriors. Marcus didn't bow to the city. He didn't break. He didn't surrender. And because he stood his ground, the city bowed to him. Some cities break people. Some swallow them whole. But every now and then, someone stands up, refuses to kneel, and forces the darkness to step back. Marcus Hale wasn't special. He wasn't strong. He wasn't fearless. He just refused to stop. And sometimes, that is all survival really is. If you're going through something heavy, something dark, remember this. You don't have to win every battle. You just have to refuse to bow. And one day, the world will learn your name.
If Marcus's story gave you the strength to stand up, hit that like button. Subscribe to join our community of resilience. Tell me in the comments below, what is the toughest city or challenge you've had to overcome in your life? I read every one. And if you want more stories of grit and resilience delivered to you every single week, make sure you've hit the notification bell.